Hey guys, it's Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I am going to be using an Amy Tan paper pad to do this layout. It's this one right here. I think it's on a whim. I don't think I actually showed the name. I'm also going to be using the sketch from Creative Scrappers. It is number 255. Right here I'm just going through all these scraps that I had tucked in that paper pad, and I'm just going to pull out a couple that I think I might want to work with. Now you saw that sketch. There was just a little bit of layering behind the photo, and there was like a little embellishment cluster set off over to the left hand side. I am going to follow that portion pretty closely, and for my background I am going to use a basil cardstock, and I am using the textured side of it. So I'm still going through the papers at this point. So here's the thing. This weekend, I took all my different collections and I decided I was going to sort them by manufacturer, right? Well, my Amy Tan collection, it fills up an iris case, and I don't usually, I didn't think that I bought a lot of her things. I thought I just kind of piecemealed it because I love her and I really want to be supportive of her. But I don't always love all the things, right? So I just kind of pick and choose. So I didn't think I had that much, and boy, I was wrong, right? So her new collection came out, and this video is going to go up on February 24th, but I'm doing the voiceover on February 6th. So I gave myself a limit because I need to use up some of the older stuff I have from her, right? So I gave myself a $30 limit to purchase things from her collection, but I need to use up some of the older stuff. So I sat down and did 2 layouts with my box of Amy Tan stuff, which is sad because I could probably get 50 layouts out of that box, maybe more. I don't even know. All right, so you saw right here, I'm going to go ahead and build that cluster. It's kind of like a plus shape, right? So I have that blue going behind the fiddle, and then I have that floral going, you know, the blue is going vertical and then the floral is going horizontal. I'm gonna stick this, or I did stick this little card under there. It says for sure on it. That is where I'm going to write my journaling. And I took some diagonal stripe paper because I wanted more black, because my title is going to be in black, and I already know that. I think I might have already have it on parchment paper at this point. I'm not really 100% sure, but I already know what my title is going to be, and I already know that I'm using a black font for it. So I am going to try and layer a little bit more at the top. I thought this piece was a little too long because I'm not going to utilize that bit that's hanging out underneath the photo. It's just going to be there on its own. Right here I'm going to go ahead and just, with my craft knife, cut around that banner, and I'm going to tuck the photo into that little slot, right like that. I need to cut it just a little bit more, and then when I cut it, I did it a little bit jaggedy, so I do end up trimming it up with my scissors a little bit because I left a little bit of the blue on there, and I didn't care for that because it was hanging over the photo, right? So I just wanted the white bits to show. It's gonna go about right here. Here's where I'm trimming it up with my scissors. And my camera is acting crazy. Sorry about that. I probably should have cut that bit out, right? Okay, so this is a photo of Brandy and Adele. And I'm going to title this Parental Rite of Passage. And like maybe a couple days before Brandy had taken this picture, she had to take Adele to the ER. And I think it was the first time. This is not a layout I'm sending to Brandy. I'm going to keep it for myself because in my journaling I'm talking about, yes, she had to take Adele to the ER. That's all I say about it. I don't say why or anything, but then I was talking about how the first time I had to take my son to the ER was the day Brandy was born. I was sitting in my sister's hospital room. She had problems when she had Brandy. She ended up hemorrhaging, and she had to have like a blood transfusion and stuff. Anyways, I'm sitting in her hotel room. Nope. It was a hospital room, and I'm holding my son, right? And he has this big lump on his side, and I'm like, oh my God, what is this? And I push on it, and my son would cry, and I asked the nurse, I said, what do you make of this? And she says, you better take him to the ER. So I did. Guys, it was poop. He had a poop. So he got some apple juice and he pooped. That was the first time I took my child to the ER. So Brandy was born in December. BJ was born the end of July. So what was he, 4 months old, 4 or 5 months old, something like that. That was the first time he went to the ER. It was for something ridiculous. All right, so I went ahead and cut another bit of that striped paper. I decided I want one long continuous strip instead of the 2 bits poking out of the sides. I wanted them to show along the bottom a little bit more. So here's where I'm putting down my title. The Parental and Passage are the Calibrateschi font by Amy Tan. I picked those up at Tuesday morning. And the right is, I think it's the Fitzgerald font, but I could be wrong. I think it is though. I don't think I show it to you. And the of is LE Studio, because I love those little letter stickers, right? I have them in a lot of colors. Right here I'm showing you the packaging for these rubber bits. I am going to use a heart down at the bottom of the photo right there. It says you and me. This little piece right here is a heart. I'm using that as well. And then I'm also going to use the XO. And it is going to land right there as well. Right here, what am I looking for? Oh, I was looking for that We Are Memory Keepers punch. Remember, guys, I got that hole reinforcer punch. I couldn't find it. I thought it was sitting on my desk. I'm looking everywhere. I still haven't found it. I don't know. But I have a whole bunch of white tag reinforcers I had cut out of a Tim Holtz die set. And I just have them on a binder ring, so I went ahead and got those. In fact, this is a tag. I had made a tag album for one of my crafty friends out of the Amy Tan collection, and this tag was a leftover tag, so that's what I used right there on that left-hand side. Right here I'm going to use glossy accents to put down my rubber charms. If you saw that, I have just a piece of tape around the side of it, and that's where I keep a pin, like a straight pin. So when I use it, I just take the straight pin off, poke it in the top, because they always clog up every single time, and then I just tape the pin back down so the pin is always with the bottle. It's always there handy to unclog it there for me. So that's what I'm using for these rubber pieces, just because I really don't know what it takes to get those suckers to stick. I don't use them a lot. I haven't scrapbooked for that long, so I don't have anything from 5 years ago that I can go back and look at and say, hey, did that rubber piece fall? No, I don't have that. So I don't know. I just think the glossy accents just is like strong as glass. So that's what I went with. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and write my journaling, writing it right there on that tag, and then underneath the photo, not on the blue piece, but on the white cardstock, I will write Brandy and Adele, just so people looking back at this in the future will know that is Brandy and Adele. And then over at the left-hand side, underneath the striped paper, I write January 2018. Right here, I'm showing you the Heidi Swap Color Shine in Black, and I'm going to give that a splatter around the page. I am also later going to pull out the Heidi Swap Color Shine in Gold and splatter that. You're not going to see that. But the reason I did it is because I found some gold heart stickers, and I put a gold heart sticker over by the You and Me, and then I put one over by the XOXO. You can see them right there. And I needed more gold to tie that in. So I will go back and splatter down some more gold. Right here I'm showing you kind of the sketch I used. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.